At a bit more than 67 kilometers, the coastal tram of Belgium holds the honorable title of being the longest tram line in the world. It stretches truly almost all of the coast of Belgium, coming very close to the borders with France and the Netherlands. And to complete the full route, you would need 2 hours and 20 minutes. So how did this interesting tram system come around and became what it is today? Let's take a look at the story of the Belgian coastal tram. Belgium has a relatively short but urbanized coastline, and the coastal tram stretches the full length. The coastal tram is being operated at the 1000mm gauge, better known as meter gauge. This is a fairly common gauge around Belgium. The total length of the line is 67 kilometers and is powered by 600 volts DC overhead wires. Across the coastal tram line are 3 depots. The coastal tram starts at the Panne railway station, which is located in the town of Adinkerke. After that it passes the Plopsaland theme park, before making its way to the town of the Panne. After the Panne, the tram continues to Kokzijde. The next stop is Oostenkerke, which is actually one of the smaller places along the coastal tram, but which is home to some holiday parks. The town of Newport is located a little bit inland, at the river IJzer, which is being crossed by a bridge. After Newport we head to Lombardzijde, where we head back to the coast. The next town is Ostende, and then follows Middelkerke. After Middelkerke we actually go to the coast, and the tram runs along the beach. This continues on to Ostende, the largest city on the route. The most important stop is Ostende railway station. From here there are trains to basically every part of Belgium. But also, given the length of the route, this is a place where trams can turn around. Just after the railway station we reach the locks of Ostende. Here there's the first rerouting option for the trams. In case one of the 2 bridges is open, the tram can always continue, because there's another bridge available. After leaving Ostende we head to Bredene. And after that follows De Haan, where you can find this beautiful station building. After De Haan, we continue to Venduinen. On the top of one of the dunes you can find this little building, which is called Spioenkop. This was a viewpoint used to watch out over sea. The next town we come to is Blankenberge. This is also one of the larger towns along the route. Also here you can connect to the railways. And after that we head to Zeebrugge. This is basically a village belonging to the city of Bruges, where you can find a large seaport. Similar to Ostende, you can also find the rerouting loops here. But here the ships are quite a bit larger. Also here the tram can choose a different route if one of the bridges is open. Shortly after Zeebrugge we come to Heist. And not long after that we reach the end of the line at Knokke. At this point we are only 7 kilometers from the border with the Netherlands. Also in Knokke the turning loop is located near the railway station and has been recently modernized. So how did this interesting tram line come around? The coastal tram's history goes back to nearly 140 years ago, to the year 1885. This was the first interurban line in Belgium and was powered by steam. The first section ran between Ostende and Newport. In 1886, the section to Blankenberge was opened, although on a slightly different alignment than nowadays. More and more extensions were opened, and in 1897 the first section for electric trams was opened. Slightly later on, the coastal tram found itself in the middle of World War I, where the town of Newport, at the mouth of the IJzer River, was destroyed, as it happened to be on the front line, where the Belgians successfully stopped the Germans in their tracks. The tram was used by both sides for transport and was run by the military during this war. In Newport, the line was cut, as bridges across the IJzer were destroyed. After the war ended, in 1921, tram traffic was finally restored, although gradually. The Second World War saw the coastal tram being along the Atlantic Wall, which was the German defense line along the coast of the occupied countries. This was aimed to defend against an Allied attack, The coastal tram was therefore in a military zone. After D-Day, on the 6th of June 1944, when the Allied forces pushed back and defeated Germany and led to the liberation of Belgium in early September, the Belgians reinstated the coastal tram in around 3 months. Like other countries, also in Belgium lots of tram routes were closed in favor of buses. Belgium used to be packed with local, interurban trams, but most were closed or not reopened anymore after the war. Some cities, like Bruges, also lost its tram system. And this would also have been the fate of the coastal tram, if not for the determination of the National Company for Light Railways to keep the coastal tram running. The push for closure of the coastal tram went up to the 1970s, but things started to turn around once it dawned on politicians that being this dependent on oil was a risk, for which the oil crisis of 1973 was the clear example. The decision to keep the coastal tram was taken in 1975, after which substantial investment followed. The infrastructure was upgraded and new trams were ordered. In more recent times, the last extension was from De Panne Esplanade to De Panne's railway station, which is located in Adinkerke. And this extension also connects to the popular theme park Plopsaland. Even more recently, in the last few years, the infrastructure got a welcome renewal. I hope you enjoyed this video about the coastal tram so far. However, before we continue, I would like to ask you to leave a like to this video and subscribe to my channel. You will not miss any new video and it will really help me as well. Thank you. Let's now take a look at the interesting tram fleet that runs along the beaches of Belgium and the way that services are being operated. The coastal tram is increasingly becoming more and more the territory of the CAF Urbos 100, of which the line has ordered 48 for the coastal tram. This type is 31.58 meters in length and 2.4 meters wide. The tram is fully low floor. They can carry a total of 187 passengers per vehicle. Awaiting platform adjustment, this tram type has opened the potential for fully level boarding. During the busier season, which is in the case of the coastal tram obviously the summer, the coastal tram operates according to a 10-minute headway along the full length of the line. Additionally, there is a 10-minute headway service between Ostende and Westende Bad. Altogether, this forms a 5-minute headway on this stretch. For this busy service, the CAF Urbos 100s, which are also nicknamed Zeeliner, do not suffice. Therefore, the older high-floor BN LRVs are still in use, to add additional capacity. They are up to 30.8 meters in length and 2.5 meters wide. The initially 2-car fully high-floor trams have been extended with the low-floor middle section, allowing for accessibility as well as a welcome capacity increase. Before the rollout of the CAF Urbos 100s along the Belgian coast, the line transported some of their MGT6 Hermelijn trams from Antwerp or Ghent to the coast, as these cities experience less traffic during the holiday season. The interoperability of these networks, as well as the services being run by the same company, makes it easy to overcome the seasonality characteristic of the coastal tram. So what will the future bring? After the renewal of the tracks, as well as the recent delivery of 48 new trams, the coastal tram does not have much new plans. Nevertheless, some ideas are still on hold, and they might resurface in the future as Europe sees a new wave of expansion of existing systems and the construction of completely new ones. And with that, we have reached the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video about the longest tram line in the world, the truly unique coastal tram of Belgium. And I hope you would like to hop on board yourselves. So, if you would like to see more of my work in the future, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you very much for watching.